In this video, I am going to share with you what I've learned after a year of experience of working as a real estate agent in the Oklahoma City metropolitan, as well as answer the big question of whether or not real estate is right for you. I'm also going to be sharing what my experience has been like so far and what are some of the things I've learned after a year of working as a realtor. Let's get right to it. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Osura Gary. I have been a realtor for the past year and 10 days now, about to be, and I am currently with eXp Realty. So let me just give you a little bit of background. So whenever I got my real estate license in early January, going into it, my expectations were pretty terrible to say the least, because I thought that this would be some easy money. You go in there, you post on social media, letting every bit of your friends and family know, hey everyone, I'm a real estate agent now. If you need to buy or sell a home, I'm your guy. I really thought, the sphere of influence, like so many other agents will sell you, will be how you're going to make your millions of dollars in real estate. Turns out that's not really the case, because a lot of people already know a real estate agent, and they are typically not going to go with the guy who just got their license last week. They're probably going to go with the guy who has like years of experience when it comes to selling their home. When it comes to buying a home, anybody can really help out there, but especially when it comes to selling, they're probably going to want a more experienced agent. So that was a huge letdown that it wasn't nearly as easy as I thought it would be. I didn't I didn't just post on social media and all of a sudden phone calls were coming in. No, it was like the first month I posted, and I was in for a bit of a surprise when I figured out, oh wow, nobody's hitting me up. I see that we got no calls, no texts, no nothing, and some other things I tried for the first like 6 months were door knocking. And if you don't know what this is, it's basically just knocking on a whole neighborhood's door, letting you know, hey, my name is Osil, blah, blah, blah. I can help you sell your home. And it didn't really go too well, but also I didn't do it for a long time. Some other stuff I did were mailers. So this is sending out postcards to a bunch of neighborhoods. I tried Facebook ads. I tried posting on my Facebook, Instagram. I'm starting to post here on YouTube now. Hope you guys enjoy the content I'm posting so far. And loads of other things. But what I realized is that, man, none of it's working, right? So I'm doing all of this stuff and it's just not working. I also did cold calling. So I call for sale by owners, which, if you don't know, is, well, as the name describes it, is a person who puts their home for sale on Zillow or Craigslist and whatnot. And you cold call them, let them know that they're an idiot for trying to sell on their own and why they should work with you. Uh, that's the basic kind of gist of it, right? And it didn't really go too well, probably because of a number of things. One, I severely lacked experience. I didn't really have much of a game plan going into it, and I wasn't consistent enough. I mean, you gotta learn very quickly in my next part that consistency is key to pretty much any strategy that you're gonna try doing. But I was just kind of all over the place, rambunctious. I was trying this strategy. I was moving to the next strategy. Oh, door knocking didn't work after a week. Let's try some mailers. Let's try Facebook ads, etc., etc. I'll tell you right now, pretty much in any business, you need to find one or two things and just stick to it. It was for these reasons that my first 5 months I went without selling anything at all. And as you can imagine, this was pretty dang depressing considering I had spent so much money to get into real estate. The startup cost is like 2 to 3 grand, and you're paying not only that, but just as soon as you get your license, now to be a part of the MLS, you also get paid for that to take your test. I mean, there's so many fees. Monthly fees is about $100 because you got to pay the brokerage that you're with, as well as MLS dues and Supra, which gives you access to lockboxes and whatnot. So you're paying a whole lot of fees every month, and you're getting just no commission. As you can imagine, at this point, I was one of those guys because, as y'all may or may not know already, 87% of realtors drop out. They let their license expire after 5 years. That's right. So think about that. So for every 10 realtors, you can expect 9 of them to not have the license after 5 years. And the reason I came to know very quickly is that this is not an easy job that everyone says it is. It is hard work, and it takes lots of discipline and dedication and doing things that make you uncomfortable, having tough conversations with home sellers that you don't want to have, waking up early in the morning to do some type of prospecting activity. It requires a lot more discipline than any other job out there. Because here's the thing: you could be do a number of other jobs. You could be like a server, work at a restaurant, whatever, whatnot. And you're getting paid instantly by the hour just for showing up, right? Whereas in real estate, you don't see the reaps and the benefits and rewards until like literally years down the line, right? Well, not years. I'm sorry, months down the line. someone just had a heart attack just now, but yeah, you won't really see the benefits of your hard work till literally months down the road after you build up a database, you're following up consistently, you're doing all this work. Later on is when you start to reap the rewards. So it's really a business that you have to be able to just do the hard work, especially when you don't want to, and just keep on doing it and having blind faith that it will pay off in the future. And most people can't do that, or they do it for a little bit, but then they stop because they don't see the benefit right away. Because we're in a era that's so into instant gratification, and they can't even fathom being able to have to wait. So after my 7th month, that's when things really started to kick in, though, because I started working hard consistently because I was just like, man, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna have to go back to the 9 to 5 job, and I just spent all this time saving up money for this. That I knew one thing: if it's not gonna work out, then I'm just gonna have to get into something else, find another gig, whatnot. But things finally started working out whenever I did two things differently. I did cold calling as well as social media marketing. And a little bit of context. So I started just consistently. I was using a script and just cold calling every single for sale by owner, expired listing or whatnot, and trying to sell my services. And it's really started to pay off. I say after a month of doing it, and our social media is pretty much the same thing. It's just being consistently posting content on there, whether it's value, whether it's you and your family. Just posting all types of stuff, but not too much like just real estate bullcrap. You could do that on like reels, but I was also trying to engage with my audience as well. I would hit my friends and family up on Messenger, text message, all types of stuff, adding them to my database, collecting their emails, and letting my database work for me in that sense, and that it will stay in touch for me so I can eventually start getting referrals as well. So the big question that you might be asking yourself, well, also, is real estate really for me? I'm gonna tell you, for 90% of you, quite literally, the answer is probably no, it's not. I mean, I'm just gonna be absolutely honest and blunt here. It's a real tough job, and most people cannot handle the idea that they have to wait months before they start to reap the benefits of their hard work. Because it's not something you go in. You can go in here every single day for your first month and not get paid shit, like at all. You just get paid nothing, even though you're working so hard every single day, right? It's something that you have to do and have blind faith that will pay off in the future. But most people can't do that because it's too hard. If you're one of those people, if you're really disciplined, yes. If not, no. If you can become someone that's super disciplined and is able to just work hard day in and day out, and you're like a hustler, you're a grinder, and you don't take shit to heart really, because there's a lot of people that are gonna treat you bad. You're gonna also find out who your real friends are in this business as well, because your real friends, when you call them and let you know that you're in real estate, your real friends are gonna be supportive of that. They're gonna be happy for you. But the people who aren't on your side, you're gonna find out who the real strangers are in your life as well, because they won't really give a fuck. If I'm being honest, they just won't care, and they won't really be that supportive. They're like, oh, okay, great, and they'll just like be pretty they'll be pretty short breath, not really care. I mean, in a way, real estate is good because I I figured out there was a couple of people that were like that. They didn't really weren't really a fan of supporting me, but I also realized who my guys really were, guys and gals that they were like for it. I knew, okay, these are my guys. These are my people, right? And having it made me have a lot more respect and love for those people in my life as well. I'm blessed to have them. That said, I hope you found some value in this. I know this was a little bit all over the place, but to be honest with you, like I said, I'm being 100% honest. I don't want to sell you this false narrative, this false story, false hope that people sell. That, yeah, you can get into real estate. Real estate's for everybody. As long as you work hard and do this and that, you'll do it. It's like, yeah, if you work hard, it will work. But if you're not someone that's like 100% able to work day in and day out without seeing the benefits right away and being able to delay gratification, then no, that's you won't be able to do it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's why so many people fail real estate. It's because they're not able to just like do the hard work every single day, especially when they don't want to, and having blind faith that will work out. It's not like any other sales. It's not like car sales where someone walks in, you get paid on the same day, right? This is something that you get paid months down the road. Some people, they even had to wait like a year before they really start seeing the activity in their work start to pay off and start bringing in like huge commissions. But if you're one of those people that's able to, it can be one of the most gratifying, most amazing jobs ever because you are your own boss. You get to work on your own schedule. You have freedom. You get to live a life the way you want to, spend time with friends, family, while making multi millions of dollars. You can make someone's entire salary in just one commission check selling $1 million home, which is absolutely freaking insane, right? So yeah, just ask yourself, really analyze, are you someone that you 100% believe can be dedicated and committed towards working, even if you don't see results right away? And just be honest with yourself. If not, there's plenty of jobs that you can do as well. Maybe you can get into social media business. There's all types of stuff, really. But really, anyways, you always got to improve yourself. You got to be a committed person for pretty much any business, though, if I'm being honest. But real estate is just like that to the extreme, is how I would describe it. So with that said, I hope you found value in this video. Please consider hitting the like button, subscribing. It really helps the channel. And with that said, I hope everyone stays safe and has a blessed day out there.